once you've seen all the things, all the places, you'll come home to me. I hope I'll be your end destination.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to our little modern cottage home tour today. I'm going to be taking you around, sharing with you where it all started and where we are today. It's been long anticipated and I'm really excited to be finally done. It is literally like a breath of fresh air for me to finally say we're finished. I can now enjoy my summer and I am so happy about it. If you're new here, hey, my name is Emily. We bought this half renovated house a couple months ago thinking that we could just easily finish it up in probably like a month or so and I could just do like a couple videos on it and be like, wham, bam, we're done. No, we opened up a massive account of worms and yeah, it was way more than we thought we would. We went through a lot and happy it's done, learned a lot, but I don't think I'll ever do it again. This place is rather small. It is considered more of like a shotgun style house, which is just very long. It's around 600 square feet. We basically put in everything that is in here. There's a few existing walls, not much. Like this wall was existing, but we added windows. We changed the layout a little bit because everything was already opened up. And yeah, we are here today finally, and I had no idea it was going to be this much work. I thought, oh, you know, I've done makeovers and I love decorating, and so I thought, oh, this will be simple. We'll just do this, this, and this, and it was so much more complicated, and that is okay. I learned a lot, and I'm really happy that we did it. But yeah, the sun is kind of going in and out from the clouds today. It's actually a really beautiful day outside, but instead of this home tour just being a quick little 30-second tour because the place is so utterly small, I want to kind of share with you how it looks and how we got to that process. But if you are looking for like a really in-depth details about every single space, I'll have those videos linked down below for you because I link everything in it. Everything you see in today's video, I will try to link down in the description box below for you to make it easy in case you find something that you like. But most of all, I hope you get inspired and to see what you can create from really nothing. And maybe you like some things, maybe you won't, but hopefully you'll give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it and everything. It has definitely been a labor of love. And because of that, it took us twice as long as we thought, twice the budget. We are going to enjoy it for a little bit before we rent it out or sell it. So yeah, that is where we are today. I'll flip around the camera and kind of show you what we're looking like today. I'm going to share a couple things before we just jump from each room and stuff, but the trim and door color are the same, and it is agreeable gray at 75% strength, which means I told the paint store I want this color but only 75% of it, so they don't put the whole 100% of paint color in there. I got mine from Home Depot. Apparently there's a lot of options for this coloring depending on the paint store you go with, so it's to your discretion, but it's a beautiful grayish and I really like the way it warms up the space. It adds a little bit of character and it gives it a little bit more of a, to me, a little bit more of a cottage Mediterranean vibe, which I really like for this space. You'll notice that through the tones I use. I wanted it very light and airy in here. The wall color in here is a really nice creamy white. It's not too stark, it's not too creamy, it's just kind of in between. It's still a little on the brighter side, and it's called Bits of Sugar. I got that also from Home Depot, so it's just the Bear brand, I think, that I ended up using. And I really like it. I think it complements everything really well, and you can also see how the trim color around the windows just adds that little bit of contrast, but it also adds a lot of interest, a lot of different textures. So you'll notice throughout the tour that I use a ton of earth tones and neutrals. Greens, stone, light woods, different golds, and a couple darker accents, which I think actually helps make the area pop. And something else you probably will notice is that I don't have the lights on. We did LEDs in here that are dimmable, which is great, but on camera they flicker. In person they don't, but on camera it does, and it's just not a great viewing experience, so I left them off. But you can still see how much light is in the space. Tons of windows in this space so that it would feel light and airy. We did do light filtering shades. It's actually what we use in our home now, and I couldn't recommend them more because they are so good. They come in all different sizes. They're so easy to just click in, and they're the way to go. And I really like the way it softens it. Doesn't make it too bright, but it just gives you some privacy from the neighbors, and it's so, I think it makes it even better. All right, so as you walk through the front door, you have your entryway here, which you guys saw in the last video, and then you have the living room. and it's very small, but it works really well for the space. And then you have our kitchen and dining room, which is actually combined. You'll notice that there's no dining room table. The peninsula in the kitchen is the dining room table. And there was two reasons I did that, because it's such a small space here. If I had done a dining room table, it would be really tiny, and I didn't like that. And it would also make the kitchen extremely cramped. And I didn't want to have a kitchen that just went from right here and it was done. I wanted to have space so that, you know, if you were to visit with people, you could kind of mingle and stuff. And so I really like the way the grayish kitchen came together. I think it's really beautiful. All the tones kind of work really well together. And then I did something that I didn't think I was going to do, was use black in the kitchen, but I actually think it looks really good. I love it with the green fluting on the island here. These are extremely comfortable. These come in so many different colors, and I liked this because it didn't distract from the kitchen. I feel like it makes the kitchen pop. It kind of draws your eye in, especially with the green in there. I really wanted to do wicker ones, but they were so uncomfortable, I just could not do that. And this is the main seating for eating and stuff, and so I thought, no, we're gonna leave it comfortable and casual, and I really like the way it turned out. I still think it gives a modern vibe, but a comfortable, cozy one. Now this is where the living room and kitchen originally started. So lots of reframing, rearranging of the area. They ended up having just the kitchen on the opposite wall, which is where the hallway is. And so we wanted to switch that just so it would be a better experience. So you could view out the window and, you know, make it a more inviting kitchen area. So after removing all the studs, adding new ones, insulation and drywall, then we went to town and we painted, and everything just kind of came together. It definitely took way longer, again, like I said, than I thought it was even possible. But if you don't live next to it, it does. You get a few days here and there in each week to work on it, and so that is what we did. And very, very proud of it. I'll let you kind of see how the rest comes together. So I ended up doing ready to assemble cabinets, which I got from the RTA cabinetry store. It's all online. You can order door samples and everything. And so this color, I believe, is called Stone, and it was really affordable. I got it when it was around 30% off, which I was super thrilled about. So anytime you can order cabinets or any type of finish that's on sale, I definitely recommend it. Sometimes they do 20, 25, 30. Sometimes you keep your eye out for that. There's a lot of different makers. This one was really easy to put together. I like the tongue and groove. You glue everything. You can staple or use the brackets that they give you, but it was not confusing whatsoever. And each cabinet took about, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes once you got the hang of it. Like once you did your first one, then you knew how to do the rest. For the flooring, we did LVP by Lifeproof, and really liked it. It was really affordable. Again, we got that on sale as well. It's just a few cents off of each square foot, but it does add up. And so I'm really happy with it. It was really easy to install. I wouldn't say it's the highest grade, but it's definitely not the lowest grade, and it's not that particle board stuff that just chips, the cardboard stuff. Do not recommend that. I actually tried that, and we returned everything. So definitely make sure that you're getting the LVP type. That is the vinyl, because it holds up so much better. Now again, for this kitchen, I wanted to experiment, so I got a 1 bowl sink that has a cutting board in it and also a drying rack in it that you can easily take out by Kraus, and I really like it along with their faucet. The faucet I got online at Costco because it was way cheaper, but I'll leave everything linked down below for you. Like I said, really happy with it. I'm not sure if I love the 1 bowl system. I have to use it a bit more to tell you that, but it's something that would be multifunctional because it is such a small kitchen. Next up, we're adding shelves to the kitchen, and I wanted to keep this open. I could have done regular cabinetry up here, but I didn't want it to feel too boxy. I liked open shelves. You can decorate them the way you want to. You can put all the dishes on them. And again, I just used stain that I already had. Going for a little bit more of a modern cottage vibe for this cottage, I decided to go with a champagne bronze handle and hardware for the cabinetry to add that pop of gold, and it looks so beautiful with the grayish cabinets. It's not overpowering, and it definitely makes it a little bit more feminine. You could do dark handles, but I really like the way this pairs together, and these are all off of Amazon. Again, link down below in the description box for you. Now, when I had ordered the cabinet, I thought I was going to just do a microwave hood, and after looking into that, I did not like that, so I decided to just make a hood cover to go in, and we added a hood insert in there, and I really like this. I got some paint matched up to the cabinets and just painted it, and it makes such a difference. It gives it a higher end look. And then the backsplash, I decided to do tile, and this I changed my mind on. I went with a 2 or 3 tone tile, and in person it looked fine, but once I added it to the wall and got the whole stacking feature, it was a little too busy for me, and it just was pulling super gray, and that is not the look that I wanted for. I really wanted it to be warm, and so because I used the muscle bound, I was able to pull it off and redo it a few weeks later once more tile came in. But I wanted to update these pendants and give them a little bit more pizzazz, and I got back to tiling everything, and it was super simple. The muscle bound is really nice to work with, and because you can leave it and you don't have to finish everything in one day, but this didn't take very long either. The only thing that I would have changed was instead of using white grout, I would have used slightly creamier grout or something a little bit darker. In hindsight, you know, everything it is what it is. I can always take a grout pen and change it, but I really like the way it looks like this. But in my mind, I was thinking, because I had it from the other tile, that this would be the best, and I didn't think twice about, oh yeah, I wanted some contrast. Just, it's okay, it's all right, it works. But So that is how the grayish kitchen turned out, and I really like it. I also am really happy with the way the light filtering shades work because they let in a lot, but they doesn't darken. Like when you look at it, it's not overly bright. And I think it just turned out really, really good. Now I will say the only thing I would have done differently here in the kitchen and dining space is removed that window. That window I think should have been shelving. It would have just made a better functional space, but I was afraid it would be too dark in here. So I wanted it to be a window, and I'm not gonna cover it up, but that's the only thing I would have changed. I do like the way it looks, but that was just so that it let in a little bit more natural light and stuff in there. But hallway that we finished, it was partly here and then it wasn't. So I need to add a runner rug here instead of the ugly mat, but we're trying to keep it practical. The garage is on that side. And so this is the bathroom, which, wow, this was so much fun to create. Let me show you. So we purchased a complete 1-unit tub shower and could not be happier with that. I love the subway look to it, but it's all one piece, so there's no areas for leaks. And then adding in the golds in there, I think really brings out the space a bit. It's functional and pretty. And then the vanities from Home Depot. Down here is the bedroom. The bedroom was quite unique because the bathroom actually originally was in this bedroom. We created the bedroom, we just moved the bathroom down a bit. That way you would be able to have a slightly spacier bedroom, even though it is quite small. It does fit a king size bed, which is nice. A queen would be much better, but you know, I wanted to add a little bit of texture to this wall, so I did a stone wallpaper. And it's mixed feelings. It does look good. It has a little bit too much of a repeating pattern. I think it'd be better on a wall that has the window. But, you know, I wanted something that would cover up this panel here. That way we could still access it, and we have been able to still access it. I just cut the wallpaper where that was at, so that was simple. But dressing up the bedroom with some curtains and a little bit more of that champagne bronze, it just made the room look so much better. I do need to switch out those blinds. You know, furniture and a little bit of accent wall treatment makes a huge difference for a space that was very ugly. And over here is the stairs that lead up to the loft area. This loft area so that it could be like an extra bedroom in a sense without a door, or like an office type thing, something that would just allow you some extra space. And then it also gave us some storage underneath where the stairs were, which is really good. That area can be utilized as a pantry, linen closet. Just extra storage in general is always good. I just want to reiterate that you can do makeovers and renovations on a budget. You can really make your dollars stretch by shopping sales and finding different deals. I got so much from Home Depot and Lowe's, shopping the different sales, and then Amazon was a go-to as well. And you know, mixing in some furniture I already had that I wasn't using worked really well too. So each space can obviously be worked on, but we wanted to make it livable in a sense that wasn't too busy or anything. Now, for the living room, we cased in the windows and they're very deep, which was actually quite nice. I like what it gives. And they were really easy, just a lot of cutting. I did MDF boards here, so it'd be smooth to paint, and I caulked it and then went to town and painted it. Everything is a DIY for this place, but it just, you put in a little bit of sweat and love and it turns out really nice, and you have that accomplishment at the end of the day. It feels good to create something. Some people are not up for that, and I totally get it. Believe me, I wanted to say, we're done, we're moving on, but we stuck with it, and I'm really glad we did, because the end result is really beautiful, and it just took a lot longer than we thought, and that's okay. It makes us appreciate the space even more. And so just as a reminder, if you want more details, every room has a specific video for it. So I hope you have been inspired from today's little modern cottage home tour. I really like the way it has turned out. Let me know your thoughts. I know everybody has a different opinion on certain things, but I think it came together really well. It definitely, again, like I said, it took way longer of a process than I thought it would, but I learned a lot, and it was fun to be creative and try different things than I would normally try in my own home. So I really like it, and I hope most of all you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends. Everything's linked down below, including the other videos that go further into detail and stuff. And if you are curious, this beautiful dress is linked down below. I love it because it can transition into fall. It's got these beautiful like chiffon sleeves. Love, love, love. Anyways, won't hold you up. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.